Welcome to my live on this sweet Sunday. Okay, what I'm doing is folding some clothes. Folding some clothes. That's what I'm doing. Folding some clothes. Let me see something. Okay, I'll be back. I'm a little lunchy. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right on back in. Okay, I am back. I am back. Okay, as I said, I'm doing some laundry. Okay, laundry day. And actually, it's not laundry day. I've been um, wash these clothes. Just been kind of no, I'm not gonna say lazy because I'm not lazy by far, but just been kind of putting it off to fold them. And I said, you know what, girl, fold these clothes, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm folding some clothes. Those are my birds, like I tell everybody's life. But they wait until I go live. I'm gonna close my door because I don't want anybody to say, dang, that sure is rude. I know how people can be. But anywho, like I really okay. I got my door closed because like I said, I have parakeets and they for whatever reason. Well, what I do is for them to keep them entertained is excuse me. I put on chirping on YouTube. I'm shouting you out, shoot YouTube. I'm shouting you out. This is the second time I talked about you today. Come on down, come on through. But anyhow, there's some chirping that they like that is on YouTube. And so I put it on and everything, and they get really loud. They end up quieting down, but yeah, like somebody really wanted to hear that. But anyhow, hey, conversation rules the nation. So it has been a minute, and I say that wholeheartedly because my life has changed. I'm getting married. My life's changed though. And mother duties. Okay? Grandmother, I'm taking care of grandkids. Grandmother 5, vegan lifestyle. Mona's vegan lifestyle. Also have another channel. And yesterday we took the kids on some outings to the arcade. Actually, we took them to the mall, and where I reside at the state, the mall had put this big, huge, um, almost kind of remind you of a jungle gym for kids, real big. Do you hear me? Well, I had a day of anxiety and panic attacks. So yesterday, I'm saying it. So much has been going on. My plate has been full. And yesterday, I guess I released it out in public. Okay. I'm not ashamed to say it. And what happened was, I would hate to say it was solely because I was afraid. I think yesterday I got overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed. I'm making up some words, but they. And so I was like, we're going out. I've been out. I haven't really had a social life in so long, y'all. I haven't. Okay. And yesterday was that day for a social life, that is. And so when it came time to get on the elevator, I freaked out. hmm It's one of those elevators that's down, but is where you see, around you the glass. And I always say timing is everything. Man, let me tell you. Am I afraid of heights? Yes. But have I ever been in a plane? Yes. But I'm still terrified. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get there. Like, for one, I've been to Europe, okay, in a plane. I've been on the boat, car, of course, bus. So I done been car, bus, train, and plane. All of them. And when I say boat, out in the middle of the Gulf, not fishing, on a boat, where we had a banquet, we had a casino on it, and everything when I was in Florida. True story. A job had a real, real elegant party banquet. And when I say banquet, that food, you know how you see on TV when you see those rich folks or people that got money, I say, and like things, it was like that. It was like that. And excuse me, the lady had told me, because I've never been on one, and have I suffered from motion sickness? Yes. She said, she was older than me. She was 53. She said I had to be about 26, 7. She said, if you ever get motion sick, if they have lemons around, lick or suck on some lemons. I had bought some Dramamines, and that's for motion sickness. But I didn't know you were supposed to take them hours in advance so it can get in your system and kind of like relax you. Oh, I don't know, maybe an hour or two. And we got on that boat. I was fine. On the top layer, the middle, the lower, the bottom part is where all the slot machines was. I was still fine. Honey, baby, let me tell you, baby, baby, baby. When we went upstairs to get ready to have the little, feast, reward ceremonies, speeches, and all that. Sorry about that, y'all. I could be using my tripod. I don't know why. It kind of fell down. I got a tripod, y'all. I'm being ghetto right now. I got this phone and I'm just kind of have it leaning up against stuff, but I got a tripod. I need to start using it. But anyhow, I felt like I was moving. My stomach got queasy. I felt nauseous, almost like morning sickness. That's how I can just explain and describe it to you. That's the way I felt. So I kept in mind what Rachel said. She said lemons. They had a bar, okay? And I ain't talking about no small one. They had liquor galore, beer, wine, champagne. They even had one of those real fancy like fountains. I got my other phone over here. I see notification. And so I went to sit down at the table with my husband and other people that we was with. Matter of fact, I was the only one in that company that represented our company, meaning we had a small office, but I was the only one that showed up, and the boss and her husband, because it was there. Her name was Millie. She was I think Indian, and he was Italian. He had long hair, and they had a little girl. And I showed up for the company. I got a reward, recognition. I got it like salute. Okay. That's why I tell people I had a good life, did things. And so I remember her saying lemons. How about the motion sickness? I'm talking about the same thing, hitting and missing. I went to the bar and he gave me, well, I asked for some lemons and I think he gave me 3 or 4. I went and I started, sucking on them and stuff. Rachel knew what she was talking about. It helped me because I was feeling sad. I said, oh my goodness, I can't enjoy this food. Yes, I did say that because that food, I'm on a weight loss journey as we speak, but I wasn't near as big as I ended up getting later on in life, but I wasn't big. I love to eat, but now, despite me loving to eat, I watch what I eat. Okay. And so, yeah, if you suffer from motion sickness, lemons is the way to go. Okay. Lemon. And she told me that, and I remembered it. Mm-hmm. And it helped me. Folding clothes, chatting. That's what I'm doing. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Oh my word, baby. And let me tell you, my daughter, she was on here. My grandchildren. I have another channel. I'm saying that in case somebody said, I kind of heard something similar, but no, that's my channel, okay? But I'm talking about different things, but I'm bringing it up about that because over here on this side, we also talk about food and weight loss journeys and motivational and all kinds of stuff like that. And we can do that, okay? So yesterday, as I said, I haven't been nowhere in so long. So long. I cried. Mm. I wasn't embarrassed because it wasn't like it was really noticeable. And if somebody did say it, I don't care. It wasn't like a boo-hoo. Tears just rolled down my eyes. And I was so thankful and grateful for my grandchildren and my daughter. And I'm not ashamed to tell this experience that I had. And I came to the conclusion of why I had it. One, when you don't go places and socialize with people, that can happen. Two, I've been doing so much and feeling overwhelmed, that can happen. Three, it was the place. And trust me, it wasn't no bad place. It was where I was at, around a lot of people, but not around a lot of people. It was the mall, okay? It was the mall. It wasn't crowded, but it was just the point of, I felt like stuff was closing in, basically. And so my daughter and my grandchildren, What I tell you, my grandchildren love me. And when I say this, I could say it with tears in my eyes. I am so 8, 10, and 11. Okay. And then my daughter was there. My granddaughter stays with me. So I'm taking care. Okay. I stress that because I'm working hard, trying to build my platform, subscribe, hit the notifications. I tell people that, share out. This ain't like beating no one down. This is my story. Anything that I share is about me. And I do not have to put a person's name on it to bash them, but I can talk about my life. And I will give some disclaimers because sometimes people feel like, oh, she's talking about, I ain't never going to put nobody's name on there. And if I do, it might be my kids. I ain't going to bash nobody. But anyhow, that ain't me. I ain't a messy Bessie. Okay. I don't like drama either. As I said earlier, when you put yourself on these platforms, people are going to feel some kind of way, regardless if it's good, bad, ugly. And I hate to use the word hate because it's so much hate in the world. I hate using that word. You're going to have people that don't care for you. Can I say that? And that's saying it politely. That don't care for you. Okay. Everybody ain't for everybody. But I say this about me. I do not mind supporting. Support does not mean you have to purchase. Support does not mean. I have my other phone over here. My daughter sending some stuff and it's pinging. So it's not the phone I'm on. I have another one. I'm a businesswoman. No, but people just don't want to support you, and you can't force no one to support you. Okay, but mm, everybody, everybody needs help. Okay. And when I say help, I'm talking about support, listening. So sharing some of my stories and things I've been through ain't for nobody to feel sorry for me. Actually, it's because I need to talk. Actually, a part of having anxiety and stuff like that is when you let everything just set up in you and you don't release it. That's what causes it. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I felt like I was a little kid at a candy store yesterday. And when I say this, it ended up being a beautiful day. We surprised my grandchildren. They did not know. And this is my new thing. I tell my daughter, I said, we're going to do something for them. We're going to tell them to, we're going to end up taking them. I just say, we're going to get dressed. We're going to look cute. We're going to have a good day. That's it. My granddaughter said, are we going somewhere today, Grandma? I said, towards the end, I said, yes, we are, baby. Where? I did not tell. And I learned this not to be like mean or anything. I do that because they will bug the hell out of you every second of the day, every piece of the day. So that's my way of doing it. My daughter said, Mama, I love it. So anyhow, typically, hey, they're gonna go along with us unless, we just have to, and I don't like making promises. But anyhow, so um I just haven't been aware. I'm just so serious. Okay, grocery store, uh occasionally get my nails done. Look at my nails, y'all. Okay. This is mom's life. I say that. I put my priorities. I got to get my granddaughter ready for school. She's living with me for the moment. Um, and as I said on my other video, I'm going to call 211. There's 211, 611, 911, and 411. All those are information. 211 is for resources. Every state has that. 211 is if you want to find out if they're giving school supplies, clothes, bed, food. Okay? 211. And then they will connect you with the resource that you need to know and where. That's 211. 411, of course, we know that's information. 611, you might as well say that's like information too, to your cell phone. And 911 is information too, to the emergency dispatchers or whatever, if anything happened. 211 for resources far as food, shelter, utilities, giveaways, for school supplies or anything of that nature, that's 211. If you live California, Texas, wherever you may, call 211. Okay? 411, of course, we know that's information. I don't even know if we can use that still, but I know back in the day. 611, that's if you have phone service, which I have through Metro PC / T-Mobile. That's 611, okay? And then we got 911. I should probably name that first because 911 is emergency dispatch for emergency purposes or anything. And what they do is have the police, fire truck, and ambulance. And then once they determine the nature of the emergency, then whoever, if it ain't no fire, they'll leave. But also fire detectors can help thus far until the ambulance come, and that's just how it is. And I'm saying that because a lot of people don't know about the resources out there, and I will be calling tomorrow. Okay, I am for school, back to school. You know, ain't no shame in my game. Pay taxes, I work. Okay, but also when your life has taken a drastic change, so to speak, and if you need help, you need it. Ain't no shame in my game. I don't milk no system. Okay. There's other people that need things, that need stuff, right? Well, I'm in need. So tomorrow, which is Monday, Sunday starts a new work week, beginning of a new week. And I write down everything. I will be getting on that phone to see about some school supplies, clothes, beds, whatever. Okay, because I need it. Now, why do I need it? I don't need it per se for me. I need it for my granddaughter. That's what I need it. I could take care of myself. I need the things to accommodate the needs of her because she's going to school. She needs clothes. She needs this. She needs that. Yes. What does that mean? It takes money, right? All my bills is paid. Mm-hmm. Um, I'm buying things here and there. I got maybe some tables. I bought my bed. I got a sofa bed right there. The mattress is not on. Someone's using it. She's laying on the floor on the pillows that came off the mattress, which is comfortable because if I let out that sleeper bed, it's going to take up the room. And I have a huge room, okay? Walk-in closet where she can put her things in there, but we're going to sort that out. I'm starting to organize. That's the word I want to say because I want to see the big picture. I want to see what all I need at her, okay? And so, need help. HELP, okay? And it could be 4 exclamation marks to one. I might have like a boring sense of humor or personality. I love to have fun. I'm not always, like I said, a Debbie Downer. And I was just talking about, recap a little bit about social life, getting overwhelmed, what I went through yesterday, catching up. And it was horrible. But towards the end, which phone? It's on this phone. Dang. My daughter, I woke up to a beautiful message. I already read it, and I ain't got to put nobody's name on it. It made me feel so good. My grandkids made me feel so good, and I was so proud and happy to know that they was there and how much they care and love me. Now, mind you, the youngest is 8, 10, then 11. Okay, I have two that's 11, two that's 10. Then I end up having all four of them be 11. Two of them siblings, the 8-year-old and my second grandchild, they siblings. The rest of them just one. And they made me feel so good because they were supportive. Now, this is the gag. My daughter was downstairs. To one, it probably seemed like it's the bottom floor, but it was the third floor because when you come into the place, you're on the first floor. And so you go down, that's the third floor. Typically, you think it's up, right? Mm-mm. She was already where we was going. She said, Mom, I'm coming. I have to pause a little bit because I mean, this is like a tearjerker for real. I'm smiling, but it's an emotional thing. She came up. She said, "You okay? You're going to be all right." And I just bawled. I said, "What the hell just happened here?" And I'm glad I'm talking about it because oftentimes that's what people don't do. I don't care. And we went and sat down. I want to say 15 minutes later, I said, "You know what, daughter?" So I told my daughter and grandkids, I said, "I want to do it." I don't even really think it was so much of a fear thing. I just really think I panicked because of not leaving and doing nothing. That is not good at all. And yesterday, baby, let me tell you, it was proven fact. But I couldn't have had a more supportive team, I would call them, because it was three of my grandchildren and me and my daughter. And all four of them made me feel safe. I'm tell you how safe. I was ready to do it. My daughter, I had gave her some shades or sunglasses. That's my daughter. She's some something. And let me see here. Okay. And I was ready to go back, but I had gave her some shades last week. I almost lost my train of thought, y'all, but I got back on track. And so she had wore them, but when we got inside the place, she took them off, of course. And I asked her, I said, "Where's your shades?" I put them on. Now, mind you, I got glasses. The shades color was like a brownish color. So me looking as I was getting on the elevator, the first time I saw nothing but glass and I could see down below and all over. And it was like, oh wow, it was overwhelming. So being that I put my glasses on, my grandchildren, two of them, held my hand and I had my eyes closed. Tell me if those babies didn't have their grandmother's back. They guide me. True story, no lie. And my daughter was there, because she won't let nothing happen or whatever. They guide me. I knew they was taking me in the right direction because I saw it thus far. But when I got like to the entrance way going in, I closed my eyes. I felt myself going down, and my heart was racing a little bit. And I got off. And once I got off, I was like, I said, "I'm so glad I did this." And like I said, I don't really think it was so much of that. I just think I just like panicked and freaked out because I don't care if no one ever believes this. My life consists of my kids, my grandchildren, and my sisters and my dad. At one time, I didn't have no one. Anything I say is not to bash no one, it's the truth, okay? It's the truth. And then I had to come back and say, stop saying you don't have no one because I did have someone. The person I had was a guy, but he wasn't in the same town as me, but he was supportive of me. I don't have to put people's name on. I know who he is and he do too. And I said this, and I told him this. It's like what, what's the day? I think it was Thursday, Friday. I don't like just talking and making it seem like only thing I'm doing is complaining. That's a turnoff. But sometimes a person tell you it's cool and they really probably don't mean it, but I could trust and believe thus far until somebody show me another side. I don't want to call nobody a liar. I really mean it's genuine. When that man listened and I got finished running my mouth, which I didn't talk a lot, I just was telling some things. I had to ask him, are you still there? He wasn't asleep. He heard everything I said. He could tell me what I was saying. That's in tune to my feeling. Don't have that, especially coming from another person. My dad, and when I say this, my dad has been worried about me. I'm keeping my corner, circle, whatever, narrow. And it ain't got nothing, and don't have or ain't got, or however the way people want to put it, to do with no trust issues. It has something to do with, I know how people are with me, okay? It's a proven fact. I know everybody's different, and everything starts peaches and creams and smooth. Then you get let down or lied to or hurt. True story. And it's mine. And so, with the person I'm talking about, I wish he could be my husband. I love him. And I do mean that. I really love him. But also, sometimes when you have a friend with someone, that's the way it starts, anyways. Keep it that way. Because it's a proven fact. Oftentimes, when you're friends with someone, that don't mean you need to be lovers. I learned that. Okay. My story. Like I said, I don't have to put no name to it, but it's the truth. Okay? The truth. And like they said, the truth will set you free. But you know what? This is what I say. I don't care how much truthfulness it is or how truthful it is. People will always make you seem like you're a liar. Are you the one? And you know what that is? A narcissistic person. Look it up. Since they got all these different words out here, I never heard of so much before. But the meaning of it, if you look at the meaning of it, it fits a person well, if that's the meaning of it. My meaning for a person like that is one-sided. My meaning for a person like that, think they don't never do nothing, but they can point out everything you do. My meaning for that is sometimes that person's just sick. Especially if they do it over and over. And like they said, sometimes well enough is you need to leave well enough alone. As I said before, have I ever felt like I was alone? Yep. Have I ever felt vulnerable? Yep. Have I ever listened to someone and thought they was telling me the truth? Yep. And I'm not gonna call them a liar until they prove themselves wrong. But I got proof. That's just how it is. How I go around calling you a liar, you a liar, you lied, you did, and you ain't did nothing. But when I find out, as they say, receipts. And let me tell you, believe this if nothing else. You don't have to go looking for it. It falls right in your lap. Mhm. I've asked a couple of people a question about something. And everybody I asked this question, without knowing what it was, why I was saying it, agreed with me. They agreed. Everybody know about Facebook. Everybody know about followers. Everybody know about subscribers. Everybody know about mutual friends. Everybody know what it is, interest, something of interest, or what people have in interest. But what Facebook got now, and people better pay attention to. I tried to tell somebody this, and they thought I was lying. They are going back to where, if I'm gonna use this as an example, my daughter might know someone, and I don't know them, but they show me who my daughter is friends with or mutual friends with. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't. Especially if you got somebody that's lying and you say, have you talked to him? Have you talked to her or whatever? And they be no. And then next thing you know, you see them as mutual friends, you sit up there and lie to see they're not gonna admit it. They think you going around stalking. I ain't stalking no one. But I tell you this, the joke, the gag, the lie, the laugh, ain't on me, it's on you. Because you the one that got a problem, not me. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody that damn important for me to go around looking to see what the hell they doing. I don't give a damn if I love you on top of loving you. My kid's father, I never, and even if he might have, which he didn't, had to ever have an inkling of a doubt of thinking that he cheated on me. Mm-mm. That ain't naive. That's love. Especially if a person's not making you feel insecure or making you feel like they are doing something. I never felt that way. But my second and another relationship I was in, and it got so flipped around. So I say that to say that's why did this go this way? Because I'm talking about trust and I'm talking about how far I take my trust with people and who I trust in my life. And it don't really have to be that you can trust your family, but I trust them before I trust a stranger or somebody that I really don't know. Or you thought you knew, but you really don't. You proving yourself to be a loyal, honest, faithful person, but they treating you like crap. That ain't love and they ain't like. And then, like I said again, relationships is friendship. Relationships is socializing. And I try to keep it in that zone. You know what I'm saying? And me as a woman, like I said, why am I talking about this? Socializing. Okay. I hate for a person to sit up there and lie to me and say that they're not doing nothing and you putting all your eggs in one basket. Stupid. Me, I'm calling myself stupid. And they really playing you for food. I've been done like that. But at the same token, they was too. Because the joke was on them because I already knew what they was doing when they thought they was doing something to me. Mm. Listen. So I wasn't stupid. They was stupid thinking I was stupid. Believe this if nothing else. Why am I talking about this again? Social life. Trust. You can't put your trust and faith in everything. I put my trust and faith in the Lord. That's the first person. And I don't care what no one say. He was the creator. If it wasn't for him, people's beliefs is their beliefs. I don't care. I'm not going to bash nobody's belief. People call him God, Lord. Jesus is his son, so they can't say that. He, uh, Most High. All of that is one. But it's the belief into what you want to believe in those uh, 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 titles. Okay, I ain't trying to get spiritual because that's not my thing. I'm a believer, and I don't knock nobody's beliefs. The thing of it is, I'm not judging no one, but I tell you this: if it's something about my life, and I know I could talk about my life, ain't nobody gonna shut me up to that. But I can talk about it in a clean way unless I decide I want to say something. I can just use like I was in a relationship or when I was married. I don't have to put the person's name on it. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'll put my kid's dad's name on it, but anybody else they don't deserve that. My kid's daddy's name was Sergeant Albert Benjamin Fagan Sr. He was in the military, and I honor that. I was a military wife. My kids are brats. They're spoiled. And that was a good life for me. Oh, Lord. My granddaughter said this morning or last night, she said, you know what, Grandma? I said, what, baby? She said, have you ever thought about sometimes they need to take and rewind? That's what she was trying to say, basically. Our lives, she's 10. She said, because it was last night, it was, because me and her talked last night. And I'm looking over there because she's sitting up. Um, she said, I want to rewind when I was a baby. And she said, I remember when I was in kindergarten. And I told her, I said, you know what? I don't know if people believe this or not, but it's true. I can remember as far as back as this is crazy now, y'all, and I have the proof to this. I had this vision and dream that I wasn't from Kansas. I'm not saying that's where I'm at, but I'm a Kansas native, okay? My dad is from Arkansas. And I always believed that I was born in Arkansas. I came to Kansas as a small baby. And I was a baby. You heard me? I asked my dad, it was this year, probably about 4 months ago or so. Because I get to this point in my life, I'm 57, by the way, where I like to know a lot of things. I mean, I like to share with my daughters, sons, kids, grandchildren, this, that, and the third. I like for them to know. Remember, I said I was a baby. This is what happened. My dad was from Arkansas. I was born in 66, okay? 57 years young, 1966. I don't care. That's me. Okay. I can tell my years. And okay, this is how I said it. I asked them, I said, how did you know how sometimes a person can be from a different state, but they end up in another state? And I asked my dad, I said, how did we end up in Topeka or you end up in Topeka? He told me that I think he said two of his brothers then end up being three, got old enough, and they decide to, spread their wings, venture off, go to different parts of the world. Three of my uncles end up in Topeka, Kansas. Okay. And I guess they went back, shared the story with my dad, grandmother, and stuff. And all of them moved up there. And so, my grandma and my granny, it took them a long time. They set in their ways. That's where they from. And that's all I know. My dad said everybody moved to Topeka and they end up going back in 1969, I want to say. I think he said 69, he might have said 67, but anyhow, to go back and get Granny. We called her Granny, which was his grandmother, our great grandmother, Granny. We called her Granny and Grandma. Not grandmother or grandma, mom, grandma. So that's where I got that from. I was a baby when we went. Okay. I said, whoa. Even though I wasn't born, I went. Okay, you follow me? But I was a baby and I brought this to my dad. I had a dream when I was younger that I wasn't from where I was living at. And it had always stuck with me. And I don't know why I never asked. Again, as I said earlier, I was on another live. I was very quiet, timid, shy, didn't have a voice. True story. If any of my sisters down there, comment down below. Okay. And I started having this voice, I say anywhere from 17 to 18, but my real self and voice and the person that I could end up being came out as an adult with my kid's father. He did not mold me. He was an older man. He did not turn me into nothing. That man helped me. And he didn't help me in the way of like controlling the way he's trying to make me into something he wanted to be. No, he physically helped me. I didn't ever have to be nothing other than myself with him. And I love that. I wasn't, when I met him, I was small as hell, so he met me when I was that little person on up until I had my babies, okay? And even then, I wasn't, you put on weight because hell, my son, then I had my daughter 3 years later, and then my other daughter is like 22 months apart, I want to say. And then my youngest one, having all these babies like this I was going to say 2000, in 1992, wait a minute, 1993 or 4, I got real sick. My body did a flip or something. And I ended up finding out I had gallstones. I had a gallstone attack, real bad one. I couldn't eat nothing. I didn't know what was wrong with me. The doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They did all kinds of tests until I guess they felt like they wanted to get down to the nitty gritty and say, what the hell is really going on with this woman? Because she keep coming to the hospital. Something's wrong with her. I couldn't keep nothing down. And my kid's father said to them the last time, he said, my wife ain't going nowhere. Y'all need to find out what's wrong with her. She been going through this, da da da. They can look it up in the system, because everything's connected, and see every place I done been. I couldn't keep down Pedialyte. I drank it because I know it keeps you from being dehydrated. Water, juice. Mm, mm. I'm gonna call it back, and then I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. I couldn't keep down nothing. Juice, water, nothing. Long story short, bad gallstone attack. I didn't have a stomach lining. Went home, and it's. I'm gonna have to come back and recap this story. I ain't gonna forget. Probably, if I forget, I go back to the end of the live. That's how you can do it, so I won't forget. And not, I went home, was there for a week to go back to the hospital. And when I went back to the hospital, I was jacked the hell up. I mean, they told me I had thyroids, which is Graves' disease. I don't know nothing about that and stuff. Ended up being on radiation, iodine. I was jacked up, okay? And so um got sick. And I hate to end this live like this. My phone's ringing, people calling, voicemails and texts and stuff. But I just wanted to get on here and share some things with people. I want you to hit the notification, subscribe to my channel, share out. I am so serious. Like I tell everybody, ain't no shame in my game. It's not just me. I'm working hard and I have income. I work and I work. Okay. But it was enough for me. Now it's another person. So I say all that to say I'm trying to get monetized. I want y'all to share, share, share. I need about 400 and something people on this one, and I need 3 something on the other one because you can get monetized at 500. This one I think is 1,000. Please share, and you will see my face again soon. Probably be back on later on, but I'm gonna get off here, chat with people that's texting and calling, and then I'm gonna cook some plant-based meat for me and some French fries, and make my granddaughter some hamburgers, and that's our Sunday meal. Have a good one. And always remember, you are a jewel. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't. And I say this: be you, do you, for you, and love you. Pay attention to those words. You can use them in so many ways. Have a good one.